I'd love to start with human beings were drawn to what's familiar. And it's across the board, whether it's food or music or romantic partners. And there's a theory called attractions of deprivation, which explains how we are drawn to people who can wound us in a very familiar way to how we were wounded as children.
It's almost nostalgic.
Yeah, it's home. It feels safe. It feels comfortable, even if it's chaotic. And our psyche does a wonderful job, and it's all subconscious, of trying to recreating the scene of the crime in an attempt to change its ending. I'll give you an example. I grew up my parents were immigrants from China, and my father was an entrepreneur. And the only way I got love and attention was when I got good grades. And I learned at a young age, I'm like, oh, when I get an A, I get $40, okay. And it was great. I adapted to become a super achiever. But when I grew up, I constantly found myself pining over people, chasing over people, editing myself, making sure I could do all the things, give all the gifts. And I was like, why am I always heartbroken? Why do I always feel anxious? And so even though the types of people looked very different, the pattern was the same. It was repeating this exact same thing as a child, as if I could only prove myself, edit myself, I'll finally get that love I really wanted. And the emotional experience kept repeating.